Okay, morning started out well. I forgot to hit live or go live anyway. So hopefully people will be joining. Hey, how's it going, Jimbo? I think I have the wrong stream. That's the problem. Now I got the right one. Good morning, Brian. Good morning, Hugh. Good morning, Jack. How you doing? Can you all hear me okay? Yeah, it's a hot one here too, Jack, no doubt. Oh, let's see. There's all right.
Yeah.
Here too, Jack, no doubt. Oh, let's see. There's all right.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to shut that stream off. I was rewatching your sunrise.
Oh. Well, you beat me out this weekend, buddy.
What the heck did Mikey do there? He didn't know ahead of time?
Know what?
That he was going up to the Pocono Mountains?
Yeah, I guess he didn't think there would be any fly zones up there. It happens, man.
I wonder, why would it be a no-fly zone?
He said there were like several airports all interlaced with each other.
That's more or less known as a skiing area, you know?
Well, I went up to a skiing area in West Virginia, and there was 3 no-fly zones there. I want to say hello to Cowboy JoJo's Adventures, saying good day from Australia. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
I have got to get your the stream.
But I'll add Manic. There's Peter Carroll. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning, Rodney. Morning, Trevor.
Do I have any echo today? Because we had echo on Claude's channel last night.
I haven't heard any for the short time I've been on.
No, on this stream here, because we had echo on Claude's channel, and I had to use just my webcam.
Yeah.
So we're just testing it out because I did some tests today with Farmer to see if we can get better quality.
Yeah.
Threw my right off. Threw myself off.
So everyone there can't hear echo from my end?
We can hear you just fine.
Good. That's good.
Before we start, I'd just like to thank Rodney very much. I received the package yesterday, and so I'm wearing the
awesome.
All right. Well done.
And the Rodney Bond coffee cup. Cool. Thank you very much, Rodney. Much appreciated.
Welcome, my friend. You're welcome.
Good deal.
Good deal.
You got it fairly quick.
Cheers to you, Peter.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Trevor, get out. He doesn't have his cup.
Just bear with me. I'll just go and get my cup.
All right, let me see who's in the chat here. Okay, Cowboy JoJo's Adventures again. Welcome, Jack Sparky Fran. Glad you could make it, my friend. Let's see. True Drone Reviews. Brian, welcome to the chat. Tiger Walker. Hello, good morning. How are you today?
Now I've got to pop out my chat.
Yeah, me too.
What I did was I had closed the YouTube stream before I popped out the chat a minute ago. And then when
okay.
So, Pete, I went up this morning and I'm flying for about 10 minutes. And I call Rodney and I say, can you see this thing? Because I saw the stream on my tablet.
Yeah,
The only problem was I had it unlisted
yeah.
instead of public. So no one else could see it until I hit that public button.
Yeah, I saw Rodney's comment when he said you had a good sunrise, but I hadn't received any notification, so I sort of switched over to your channel, and there it was.
Oh, you didn't get a notification?
No,
Maybe it was
no.
because I was so fast, Tom.
Yeah.
I don't know. But finally, I got a decent one, huh?
Yeah, you did. Hey, Asgard Studios, he put in there, Hugh, he goes, future archaeologists will dig up all these Rodney Bell mugs all over the world and conclude he must have been some god.
Uh-oh.
Now it's unanimous.
I can't hear Rodney.
You can't hear me?
Oh, no. Okay, now I did.
Well, you got clean the wax out of your ears.
That's right.
All right, so now everybody pick up your cup. Where is it?
Yep.
There we go. And we got variety. We got the black and the white.
We got a white one and then 3 black ones.
All right.
Good coffee.
Yep.
It clangs around when you use the spoon in it.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah.
It's like you're ringing the dinner bell.
Yeah, there it is.
So, how are you guys doing this weekend? Got any big plans?
Nothing for me, really.
There must be
White one.
the bed, I would think.
Yeah, it was at 10 p.m. here, so yeah.
Yep, 9:30 for me.
Except for Trevor, of course. He never sleeps.
That's right. Yeah.
I cream in a little bit every now and then. I have to. And usually it's when I go to hospital, then I sleep for days.
So, Trevor, have you figured out what you're going to use with all your green screen and all that?
Yep. I'm going to be using, I'll be using just OBS mostly, but I'm doing a heap of different things where I'm going to be doing my art channel, obviously, which will be there 90% of it. And then I'll do a few skits and doing a bit of creation and stuff like that. As well as I'm going to do a bit of collab work with movie reviews with Tony.
Yeah.
And do a few different things and just, get myself around the place, that's all. And Nay's still giving me a few lessons. He's been sending me some videos on step-by-step so I don't forget how to go through the process, because I'm getting a 48-key keyboard thing because he made mine that elaborate. I had to use so many buttons, it's not funny.
Yeah.
So, he's going to go for a few things with me, which is good of him. And he said straight out, it'd be rude if he didn't follow up what he started with me, because We weren't the reason why he left. That's all I can say.
You guys went hog wild on yours.
Oh, he did. He went crazy. He just wanted to show what he could do.
He had fun with it.
Yeah, he had fun with it.
All right, where am I?
So it's supposed to be up in the hundreds today here.
Yeah, I believe it. Steve Carpenter says he's on. Why isn't he? Says he's on Skype. Wonder why he isn't on. Let me chat with him on Skype. Come on to Rodney's.
How you going, Tiger Walker? I'm just having a look at your channel. As a lot of people know, I follow lots of different channels, so I'll check you out.
Good morning, the story of Dory. Brent Nunley, good morning, Josh reading. Good morning, Brent.
Hey, Brent. Hugh. Did I say hello to Hugh? I don't know. Did Hugh catch our streams this morning? Did he know they were on?
I didn't see Hugh on any of them.
Yeah, I don't think he got up in time.
No, I don't think he did. No.
That was nice of Ron Lockwood to pop in, though, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, he sent me a message saying he apologized for missing mine, and I haven't responded back yet. But hey, Anyway, Matt North is in the chat. He's not going to be able to come on right now. Looks like Les is here. Les, can you come on the panel, or are you? I know you mentioned you were too busy.
On the road, trifling with Russian tourists.
Yeah, he's on the road. Okay. So
yeah, I won't be at Spin Up.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I was looking forward to meeting you in real life.
Well, I got news the other day. Some company wants to take over my mortgage, and had to hire lawyers.
Uh-oh.
And that always gets expensive.
Yeah. Yep, that does.
Yeah. Yeah, I see Cowboy Jojo's Adventures there. I've had a look at your channel and I've got you. And look forward to see more of your videos.
Yeah, be sure to check out Tiger Walker. I had his channel, but I didn't have his bell rung, so that's why I wasn't getting anything from him, I guess.
Yep.
So yeah, he's in the chat and the story of Dory.
Okay, yep.
Hey, Les, that was a nice sunrise you had this morning too, brother.
I got lucky.
Jim beat us all, though.
Yeah, I think Jim's was the best yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wild with that layering of the clouds like that, wasn't it?
That was just gorgeous.
And it was like there was about 3 columns of cloud just sort of going vertical.
Yeah.
It was layered, wasn't it?
And they always sit right in front of the sun, don't they, Rodney?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw it. 30 feet to the left, it would have been wide open. Hey, that's the kind of, and then that haze at the end. You saw that summertime haze coming on, the humidity.
It's just the clouds. They just want to show their beauty, don't they?
It was different ones. You had the really low ones and then the ones that were up high.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah.
I wish I had more of that red color, though, that you guys get that spreads out across the clouds,
Mm.
Yeah, you get one of these days.
Mikey's got me afraid to take a picture now because he gets kicked off whenever he does it.
Yeah, the clouds are great subjects for time-lapse videos.
Good morning, you.
Sometimes move, and they keep rolling.
So Hugh, are you the odd man out?
In what respect?
Hey, you?
Everybody?
Well, yes, but I am wearing my Rodney Bell T-shirt.
That qualifies.
That qualifies.
But I'm toting my wife's Ontario March of Dimes mug this morning.
I must win because I've got both.
There we go. Oh, a double threat.
I was wearing mine on this morning sunrise stream in case y'all didn't see it, but I got one of the dirty clothes.
Crikey.
Could you look at that dynamic range?
He must have had like 40-mile-an-hour winds up there this morning.
Oh man, no kidding.
Man, the Poconos that's a beautiful spot.
Great for skiing.
Yeah. I've been up there in years.
I know, me too. Decades, actually.
I'm just sitting outside. My wife worked a night shift, just got home, so she's sleeping.
You got a nice clear morning, or is it all humid?
It's actually pretty darn nice. Look at that. Blue skies.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
Very
that.
nice. Yeah.
That's all right.
Does look good.
Beautiful day today, actually. Cannot call.
How you going with Bang?
What's that, Trevor?
I said, how you going with Bang, Ken?
Oh, Ken? Yep, there he is.
I just keep a bit of an eye on the chat and just welcome people.
Yeah.
Rodney can keep the hosting.
Whizbang's opening the store by the look of it. Yeah, he's at the.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. I sent him a link and invited him on, but he's obviously busy. So
Hey, good morning, Brent.
He's always got great things to say, doesn't he, Ken?
yeah, he does.
Which Ken?
Whiz bang.
Ah,
He's a really good bloke, Whizbang.
Yeah, Ken, being able to see the names on the chat is really cool. I like the way they do that.
I like that you can custom put in because, like, my channel doesn't have my actual name in front of it, right? So, but in here, I can add it so people know who I am.
Yeah, absolutely. So
You've got two
I
chats.
just noticed Peter Carroll's old Aussie.
There you go.
Yeah,
Not very observant, obviously. That's been up there the whole time.
How many Aussies do we have in chat tonight?
I'm sorry.
We've got a few Aussies here.
Oh yeah.
Trevor, do you have your Yeti mic on?
Yeah, I believe I do. Crikey.
No, you don't.
Yeah, like it now.
Come on then.
You don't have your Yeti mic on.
I'll have a look.
Why does he sound better with the Yeti mic?
Not
Well, you
yet.
can hear him. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
have a look.
I saw him
probably
on Claude's stream yesterday, and the echo was crazy. I don't know what was going on there.
Yeah, what was that today? They're having a lot of problems with the Epic Echo.
No, I haven't got my Yeti mic on. I'll have a check it out.
He's got his Yeti beard on, but not the mic.
Yeah. We call them yowies here in Australia because our yowies are equivalent to your Bigfoot or Sasquatch. We call them yowies.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I've got a yowie mic.
See, I was observant, gentlemen. I noticed he kept leaning towards the Yeti mic, but there was
And it
no
wasn't working. Is it
there was
working?
no noise
now?
coming out of it.
Any noise now?
Yeah, it's working.
The Yeti mic working?
Yeah.
Yes.
Any
Yes.
reverb?
Yes, the Yeti mic is working.
No
And
reverb.
no echo?
I think Jim is trying to tell you to shut up.
I think he is.
Shut up, you Aussie bastard. Enough of
Yeah.
your trash
You
talking.
Canadian bastard, you.
Oh, come on now.
We loves you all.
You got Virginia, you got Florida. Hugh, where are you in Canada? Are you in Canada?
Yeah, Ottawa. But I'm ex-Virginia. 10 years, man. I still consider that my home state. Love Virginia.
Good. And then Pete is over in Australia.
Certainly am. Yep.
Yep.
Well, North America's all one, so we can't say we have three continents. We got two continents covered.
That's true.
three Commonwealth members here, so we win on that regard.
Let the Commonwealth Games begin.
What was that? I think I saw Spike and someone else say "Go Blue" for Australia.
That was Osby Drones.
Oh.
Greg.
Yeah.
He follows the Blues here in Australia, which is a South Australian rugby team. Or it's not rugby, it's something else, not some other type of football other than the Aussie rules.
Now that's a man's sport. I really admire rugby.
Yeah.
No wimps, no whiny little girls there. I mean, no offense to ladies.
It's a version. What he follows is a version of rugby. It's just that we have different codes here.
Yeah, I think the Blues that was the New South Wales.
That's
rugby
correct.
Union,
Rugby union. That's it. It is rugby union.
Yeah, they have 3 matches every year against Queensland, against the Queensland team.
Yeah.
I haven't seen rugby in God, I don't know how long. I think I saw it as a kid.
Yeah.
Guys, I'll be right back.
It's not played on TV or anything. I don't know where you would even catch it.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Aussie rules played at its maximum level? That is very full on. No safety gear and that, and they're people that are just full of muscle mass and just clash hard.
Yeah, it's like hockey. Hockey is a brutal sport.
Yeah, brutal, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, there's not much to do in these small Canadian towns other than drink and fight when you're a kid. That's what we did.
Yeah, well, that's what Aussies do too.
We were all scrappers.
Yeah.
My neighbor's just coming home from the overnight shift.
I'm sure
Somebody's got music going already. Can you believe this crap?
Jim, do you realize you're the old man now?
Yeah, I know.
Got the music up. Better turn it down. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, the goddamn
Old man Jim, he don't like that loud music.
But I mean, it's like 7 a.m. Come on, it's 8. It's 8 in the
sitting
morning.
on his porch with his shine.
I'll get my shotgun out. Boom.
We get Lloyd on here. The two of them could be grumpy together.
That was fun. Stay off my grass. There you go.
Yeah. Stay off my grass or I'll hose you down with a shotgun.
we had this lady down the block when I was growing up. If the baseball, because you played stickball in the street, if the baseball landed on her yard, you weren't getting it back. She used to run out, grab the ball, and bring it in the house. Old lady Ehlers. That's what we call it. That was her name, Ehlers.
Did you ever hear back from Steve Carpenter yet?
No. Wonder what maybe he's just getting up. Oh, wait, he's on California time. He's much earlier than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I caught Steve today on another stream. Which one was that one?
This morning?
Yeah.
Because that would make it, it's 5 o'clock in the morning there now.
Morning, Ivy. I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing?
Hello, Ivy. Good morning. Good morning to Brenda Klein. How you doing?
Morning, Brenda. Ladies are in the house now.
Yep. They know where all the good-looking men are.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll tell
They
you.
like the rugged stuff.
You don't like to brag.
How you going, Brenda?
It's funny. I used to have this old dude in my neighborhood named Mr. Jones, and he was the guy that told you to stay off the grass. Stud muffin.
Stud muffin.
Is that
Matt?
How you going, buddy?
Oh, I like the way you can put your name in here. That's shit hot.
Oh,
Stud muffin.
Now, are you impersonating Matt North? I'm gonna have to report you.
oh, that's who that is.
I'm gonna have to report you.
Trouble.
That's terrible.
Oh, you didn't know that was Matt?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some. How do I mute him?
Rodney's thinking, who's that some bitch to just crash my stream? What's going on here? I've been trolled.
How you going, Chris Hope?
Oh dear.
Hey, Chris Hope. Good morning.
Hey, Chris.
How was
Chris
your
Hope.
He got us
Yeah,
all.
great, mate. Yeah,
He
yeah,
said-
awesome.
Hello,
Yeah,
Matt,
just-
Hugh, Jim, Pete, Trevor.
I watched an old video the other day with Chris with no beard or almost no beard. It was really weird.
Really?
Yeah.
One of his
Much
first
less
ones or
beard.
something?
It would have been a black and white one, wouldn't it? That one.
Ken said, "See, Rodney, like your mom said, you shave, you'll get the girls."
Your head or your face? Does it
Don't let
matter?
my wife hear. Don't let my wife know that though.
Well, I'm just looking at the chat. You got to say good day to Whizbang. He felt a bit bad about some of the comments he put on my video, mate. I'm telling you now, don't worry about it. I was laughing my head off. It was absolutely fantastic, and that's why I pinned your comment, mate. I thought it was pretty funny. It was awesome. Yeah, so don't worry about it, mate. It's all good, eh?
We've
Yeah.
come to expect the odd comments from him.
Ken's quite, but he's a fellow veteran, and he was he was also a fighter jockey. So
They like to be called women in the chat, they just pointed out. Not girls.
Fair enough.
I've been called a girl before.
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Tell me anything
Young
you want. I
ladies.
don't care. What's it going to do to me?
Hey, Pete, how's your tello going, mate?
Very good, actually. Yeah, been zapping around the house. Haven't crashed it much recently, so getting better. Yeah,
Did you
No,
wind up
that's always
getting a
a good thing.
controller for it?
yeah, I did. Yeah, I got that T1D controller. Yeah,
That's
very
nice.
well.
The way it holds the phone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty hopeless. I found so.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
pass your info. Oh, I told you that anyway. I passed your info on to
That's right. Yeah.
to one of my subs who just got a tello and was just flying around with the phone. So yeah.
Yeah.
How
Get her
you
into
going,
the,
Roger?
Morning, Roger.
It's
Morning,
a pain
Rob.
in the butt just with the phone.
It's Roger Palooza this week, right, guys?
Yeah, Mark's
Roger.
up there, Valerie's up
I guess
there.
they're having quite the shindig up there.
I think we've all seen the pictures Valerie's posted, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where? Facebook?
Yeah, there was a tow truck that carried Mark's car away on one of them.
Really?
I'll have to
Yeah,
check.
halfway across wherever they were going.
Centroid's car?
Yeah,
Yeah, Centroid's car, the tow truck
I
pulled up
didn't
and
see that one.
Valerie broke it.
yeah.
It was funny seeing. It was funny seeing Val sit in Roger's chair yesterday, or was she in Kim's chair? I don't know. She was in somebody's chair. Anyway,
First, she was in Roger's chair.
And then in
when
Kim's.
Roger was coming back, she quick scampered into Kim's chair.
Yeah.
The
I'm just
pictures
checking out
look
these
good,
features
though.
here. They're pretty cool.
They had a tent up and all that, and I saw an
Yeah.
Osmo,
ooh,
one of the original Osmos they had set up, filming the flying.
I can't wait to see all the videos. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, good for them to all get together. Quite a few of them I see that they did.
Jack Sparky Fron.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, Centroid's cooking.
Sorry, I'm just-
Oh, Centroid's making breakfast? Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't beat that, Roger.
Wait a minute. What does this consist of? Is he just slinging a couple of eggs, or we got bacon on the menu and all that?
I heard bacon yesterday. I heard him talking about bacon.
But is it Canadian bacon or?
Yeah, Canadian bacon, I reckon.
You know, Canadian. We don't eat much of that Canadian bacon here. It's called pea meal bacon here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like we eat normal American bacon most of the time.
I call it ham.
It is. It's ham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I wonder where that came from anyway.
Marketing.
I-
you know.
Obviously,
I found the
obviously
bacon
not
over-
Canada.
Some guy said, let's sell them Americans some ham. We'll call it Canadian bacon.
Hey, listen, they chopped it up, threw fat in with it, and called it Spam in a can.
We prefer proper bacon.
Making bacon, eggs, and all the good stuff.
There you go.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Bacon, eggs, sausages, and some pancakes, and you got yourself a meal there.
Yep.
You know, I still like Spam.
I do too.
I ate it as a kid. I loved it.
My wife won't let me have it.
You got to fry it.
Some mustard.
You got to fry it, put mustard on it, and make a nice sandwich out of it.
Yeah, buddy.
I like them with cheese and tomato toasted sandwiches. Like in the frying pan, you toast your bread in the frying pan and have the cheese and the tomato in there, and so it's all melting over it.
Yeah, I'm coming to your place for dinner.
Very tasty it is.
Never had that.
Pepper and salt and the tomato give it a bit of flavour.
Mate, you haven't told us you've been a gourmet cook all this time.
I actually do a lot of cooking in pubs. This is another job I used to do.
Sounds like a
You can see
cannery.
what he can do with ramen.
So
He's a wizard.
let's take inventory.
I'm just a wizard. I just got hands in everything.
Let's take an inventory. Trevor is an artist,
Yep.
a YouTube star,
A stonemason.
a gourmet chef.
Yeah.
My first job was failed at as a cabinet maker. My
Cabinet,
father had lost his patience with me.
a jack of all trades, master of none of them, right, Trevor?
Oh, pretty much. A few of them I'm not too bad, but yeah.
I
Skittles.
think my first job was we had a newspaper that it was called the Penny Saver. I don't know what it would be comparable to in like Canada or Australia.
We had a penny saver.
Yeah, we had that.
Okay. You deliver 200 of them and you have to put them in these bags that hang on people's doorknobs. And that used to pay $8.86 every 2 weeks.
Oy.
Out my pump.
So Roger's got to go. He says it's time to eat.
Save some for us, buddy.
Yeah, go for it. Lay on your bed, Zigzag.
So this morning when I went out to do the live stream for the sunrise, I took my Phantom 4 out there. I took my controller out there.
Nice one, you.
My tablet out there. What are we all doing? And by the time I put it out there 10 minutes before I was supposed to go up, right? When I went back out there, everything was soaked. It was wet. That's how humid it was here.
Wow.
And at first, when I powered on the drone, the gimbal would, do its thing, and then it'd go, it'd just dangle. And I turned it off, turned it on a couple of times. So I'm thinking humidity and drones is probably not a good thing.
Any electronics. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh, you're in Virginia. Yeah. It gets pretty humid over there. I was very surprised when I went through a summer there through Canada and the US, how humid some of the places were.
Oh yeah.
Because I was used to it here up in Brisbane, the humidity, but especially Canada, that surprised me, man. It was almost like Brisbane weather.
By the
Really
Great Lakes,
humid.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You get out west, though, it's not humid at all. Like out in Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, dry as hell, beautiful.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, those lakes
No
really
water,
made a
right?
difference.
Where
Yeah,
I
that's
am, we
right.
only get humidity 3 times a year or so.
That's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, eh?
Yeah.
I would be sitting on my lawn chair, but it's soaked right now with dew because it's going to be another hellish humid day here.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Same here.
Why aren't you in your hammock?
Well, it's hard to hold the laptop and sit in the hammock. I was the other day, though, wasn't I?
You
That
were.
could be the camera downward view from the drone. See?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, man.
There you go. I'll put my cello up there and just have it hover and live stream.
And it can fan you at the same time. I mean, nothing but the best for you.
Well, that's what I did when I did the unboxing for Rodney's shirt and mug. I took my Tello and I put it out my car window, and had it film me while I was sitting in the driver's seat unboxing. Just something to do, you know.
Oh, nice, man.
And you forgot you forget to turn on your mics, or you were talking while you were doing it.
Yep. So I had to do voiceover. Yeah. Yeah.
I knew why you weren't going to mention that because
Checklists. Checklists.
checklist.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, a good example of that this morning is when I do this stream that we're doing now. I call it Saturday Morning Coffee with Rodney and Friends, right? Well, I forgot to change it for the Saturday Sunrise stream.
Oh.
So I think I caused a lot of confusion with people.
And nobody brought coffee to the sunrise stream.
No, I did.
That's just terrible.
Hey, watch this. I'm doing an orbit.
That's a nice fly in there, Matt. Good job.
Yeah, dude. It doesn't even look like I'm trying, eh?
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
quiet props. Those quiet props are awesome, aren't they?
Ivy got me a cup of coffee. Thanks, Ivy.
Mavic Zoom.
Look at that dynamic range.
Look at it. This is D-Log, actually. Look at it. He's pretty plain.
For the love of God, people!
Oh, dear. This ain't a bad little setup, actually. I like it. Better than Hangouts, I reckon.
I like it.
The
You
only
don't
thing I
like
like is the waiting room. Because if you leave and then come back, you're always back in the waiting room. You know, like if you've already been validated, sort of thing. I wish you could slip back in. But
Okay, I'm not aware of any of that. Yeah, okay, because I joined up fairly easily. Accepted my username, asked me if it was going to be viable and whether I really wanted to put that there, and I said yes.
video quality is very good, though. I think it's much better.
I was about ready to boot you off, man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't know who you were. Here, take this.
I should have had my Rodney, and that would have been all right.
Hey, Matt, are you using an iPhone?
No, I'm using a iPad, actually, the one I fly with.
Yeah. No,
Hello, Linda.
because I was on Claude's stream the other night for a while, and I tried initially to get on with an iPhone, but the audio was crackling and dropping out all the time.
Okay, well, I'm using a headset. I don't know whether you did or not.
I tried the Bluetooth headset and also the same earbuds that you're using there. And they're both the same. So,
that's weird, man.
It must work okay. It must have been something unique to me.
Matt, can you see chat?
Can I what?
Can you see chat?
Okay, yes, I've got my Android next to me. Old faithful. What am I looking for, mate?
Oh, someone's complimenting your handsome state.
My told you it's stub muffin, didn't I?
Yeah.
Good one, Albert.
I think it was
The opposite sex that's complimenting you.
Again.
I can't see anything here.
Must have been with Ben, I think.
What is Wisbane complimenting his handsome state?
It would be.
Oh.
I would be. I wouldn't put it past you.
Yeah.
No, it's sweet Relinda.
How sweet.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, righto. Oh, I see that now.
You see it now?
Yeah, I do. Stud muffin. Oh my god!
Yeah.
I can't change that name.
You opened up a can of worms there, Mr. North.
Did I what?
Yeah.
It's pretty dangerous, actually, having that sort of power, isn't it?
I think it contravenes the Trades Description Act, I think. Yeah.
False advertising, all that stuff. Yeah.
Green Patches just joined the chat. Good morning, Green Patches. How are you doing today?
How you going, buddy?
G'day.
Got a few there. We've got 15 from what I can see. That's all right.
16 on my count.
15, 16. Rick Harbour. Oh, Rick Harbour. I haven't seen Rick. Hey, Rick, how are you?
Morning, Rick.
Rick, green patches. Oh, he's Rick. Jack Sparky's was there.
Well, sweet Relinda, that means we have 2 Filipinas on here today.
Actually, I'm getting a few subs from over there too. I've been having a look at some of the drone work coming out of there. It looks pretty cool, and I've joined up to a few. I've subbed to a few over there because the countryside is just spectacular.
What, in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, let me tell you, Philippines is a beautiful place.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
When I was stationed on the USS Towers, we went through the straits going through the Philippines, man. And I tell you what, for this 19-year-old kid, well, actually I was 22 at the time, but it was a beautiful sight to behold.
It's like paradise.
Oh, man.
Tropical paradise. Now, Matt, what you need to say to sweet Relinda is mahal kita. You can say that to her.
What is it?
I've got 2 sister-in-laws that are from Philippines.
Oh, miss that.
Mahal
2
kita.
of my brothers are married.
Missed it again.
Let's see if sweet Relinda catches that. It means I love you. I'm just teasing, messing with you.
Oh, really? Mahalki, like,
Mahal kita.
I know. I love you in Australian is you can either say I love you, or another way of saying it is you'll come home with me. That's another way.
Oh, cool. Yeah. See.
Nice.
I'm gonna get you in trouble.
You are, mate. She's my neighbour too, so she's only like 8 hours flight, aren't you?
Oh, there you go. That's true.
Yeah, there you go. I've got to get over there again, actually, or in that region anyway. I've been up to Bali and all through Changi up there in Indonesia and what have you. Sensational. But I haven't been over to around Thailand area and all around that. And I'd really like to get there one day because it's spectacular. I think they've changed their drone laws though. I think we're in a bit of strife over there, which is
In Thailand. Oh, that's too bad.
I think so. Somewhere over there anyway. Because I know New Zealand, it's shocking, mate. It's really bad over there.
Yeah, one of them you can't fly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to really look into that before I did anything, obviously. But it'd be a real pity if you couldn't, because to capture some of that stuff, beautiful.
You know, I really wish I had been into photography years ago, because I've traveled all around the world, like a lot of you guys have many times, been to all kinds of places, hardly ever took any good pictures.
I know, it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, when I went to Canada and did the driving over there, I had a camcorder, and I had I can't even remember the phone. I wished, even if I just went with the phone that I've got now, like an S7.
Oh yeah.
You know, that would have been so much easier just to pop on the dash and record and a drone. Come on, you know.
Those original camcorders, I had one that took the VHS tape, you know.
Oh, God,
the shoulder boulder.
And you had exactly, Matt. You had to be like this with the darn thing.
Yeah. You get bursitis in your shoulder using it. Yeah.
Well, you know where I was 2 years ago? I was in Iceland, and I had a good camera, but I didn't have a drone. That's where I first saw drones everywhere. Obviously, you know.
Really?
God, I wish I had one.
Yeah.
I'd like to go. Where is? I'm not sure. Do you know where they do that ice hotel once every winter?
Don't. Probably up in Scandinavia, like Norway or something. Or?
I think it's Norway or Sweden, I think.
Sweden?
Yeah.
Is that Sweden?
Maybe, yeah. Probably up where it's really cold all the time.
They make it out of the blocks and then they just use it until it melts.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Rent out rooms and all that. It's pretty cool. I mean, I saw
it would be cool, wouldn't it? Pun intended.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Talk about air conditioning.
Oh, what's this in my back? Damn, something's bothering me. Oh, it's this rag.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Everybody's beginning to use.
Oh, I know.
Is that it?
Look at that.
At least you're not using it to clean your car.
Got clean mirrors.
Michael
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah, Mikey started that.
Yeah.
What did he say? I just cleaned the bottom of my shoes with it. I didn't want to get the house dirty.
Oh, Rodney, that's
For the
not
love
nice.
of God, he's terrible.
It is
I've just
literally
seen Sweet Relinda here saying, "Hi guys, might be like to visit our country. We have more than 1,000 islands, or 1,700 islands here. If you like beaches, come on, you know."
Yeah.
You could probably fly a Mavic from one to the other too, or a Phantom.
I bet.
Yeah.
I think it's getting it into the country that's the problem, right?
Yeah, I think, yeah, as I said, I'd have to really look into it, but I have a feeling that there's been some restrictions over the last 6 or 8 months or so.
One of them takes them at customs.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No.
You don't want that.
No. That's not cool.
Yeah. You won't get DJI refresh on that one.
No.
I had a flyaway all the way to Texas.
Instead of going back home to China, it went to Malaysia. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that I couldn't think of anything worse, But yeah, and it comes down to poor planning and no research, I guess.
Yeah,
if that were to happen.
You gotta do your research. I mean, there's no excuse these days with the internet, right? You can find that stuff out.
Yeah.
But in saying that, it is it's quite a stigma about drones everywhere, and a lot of it's unfounded, really.
The funny part is it's the news that's making that stigma, and they're the ones using the drones for their TV shots.
Yeah, that's right. You know why? Because they don't want other people up there getting them and selling them.
Yeah.
The same footage.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it kind of sucks like that. But yet, even I talked to, a friend's wife of mine the other day. She's going, "Oh, there was a drone over my house, and I was in the backyard hanging up the washing, and it would have been spying on me and all that." And I said, "Well, where was it?" And it was right up in the air. So, and I'm not kidding you. Today, I took my drone up. I mirrored my iPad to my TV, so she's sitting in the lounge, and I just took my drone up and showed her exactly what it showed her exactly what the drone could see. And she goes, "Well, you can't really see anything, can you?" I said, "No, you can't.
Unless you got a Mavic Zoom."
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
But for the most part, and for the most popular drones, there's no zoom, and nobody's looking at you anyway. You know what? You're not that damn interesting, my friend.
Yeah. You're exactly right.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I had a neighbor came over in his truck and says, "I'm going to shoot that thing down next time." I said, "Go ahead. Sorry, have a nice day." What are you going to do with these people? You can't talk them out of anything. Shoot it down.
I'm surprised we don't hear more about drones in Hollywood, peeking over people's fences and stuff. I would expect that to be rampant right now. Don't hear much about it at all.
Exactly right, mate. Exactly.
And they're using the huge ones.
Yeah.
From XM2 and all that.
The photojournalists are always scaling fences and peeking over the tops and stuff. I thought that would just be a no-brainer.
Oh, the paparazzi.
Yeah, to what's Beyonce up to? Is she naked? I don't know.
See, the thing is, and this is the thing, there's people who want, privacy, you're doing on my privacy and all this. You can hear a drone coming. It ain't sneaking up on you. And yet you can be with a lens, as long as a cricket bat, and you can zoom in from a K away, and no one will ever know you're there. So, but nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, when I saw Jim do that video one day when he was up over those houses and he zoomed in, I was absolutely blown away how clear that was.
Really?
I need a Mavic Zoom. I really do.
My 30 times zoom camera, I can pick out the color of your
wild.
your fingernails. Yeah.
Yeah, now that's a spying tool right there, man.
How did you know I paint my fingernails, mate? What the hell?
It's meant for inspection.
Yeah.
When you're flying up and
Yeah.
looking at the cell tower, and you
Safer.
got to read the numbers off a transformer, whatever. You know,
It's like anything else. It's a tool, right? And it can be abused.
Yep.
but I haven't seen that, because if you're paying that kind of money for that camera, you're not filming Bobby Joe in the backyard in her bathing suit. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's exactly right, mate. That's exactly right. Is that 30 times zoom, did you say? Is that optic or
30
digital?
times optical, 6 times digital.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And
pretty
I'm
cool.
sorry, what camera was that? I was busy in the chat.
It's this one here, the Zenmuse. Let me pull it out.
Oh, that was on the one on your Inspire, Jim?
The Matrice.
On the Matrice, okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a
Yeah, my
Mavic Zoom.
apologies. I thought it was the Zoom too. It was the Matrice.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, well, you'll see that a mile away anyway.
Oh, you could hear it. The
Yeah.
Matrice.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I need one of those.
That's some serious kit. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. You got to be kidding me.
Look at the size of that lens. Oh my god.
Wow.
That's not a lens. This is a lens.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the
Hey, Ron.
beauty, mate.
That's that Jack. What the heck was the name of that?
Yeah.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
Yeah, here we
Crocodile
go.
Dundee.
Crikey! And then again,
Here we go.
Peter's showing you the old Canon lens, right?
There you
Nobody
go.
Nobody yells at Pete for having the Canon lens that has a 1500 zoom on it.
Exactly right. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, good on him. He must be taking photos of birds, not people. But the drone, no, that's taking people. Yeah.
Because all of a sudden they're so interesting.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
mean, come on.
Yeah.
You guys fly over wildlife much?
They usually scatter by the time you get there.
I find a lot of the stuff up here doesn't seem to get spooked very much by my drone, which surprises me.
No, the pelicans around here couldn't give a damn.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Like
just
he
look at
wouldn't
it and
give a damn.
go, what the hell? Oh, I couldn't be bothered moving.
I
They're
follow the
vicious
people around.
birds. We've got some pelicans that'll come at you.
Oh.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, down around Cocoa Beach and all that. The pelicans always sit there for the guys who are fishing. They want to
Yeah,
steal. They want to steal whatever they caught fishing.
Mm.
So
They might
they'll
think it's a
come at
fine
you.
fish.
They'll fight you for that fish.
I
Yeah,
tried.
man.
I was doing a job when I was in Texas. I worked for a company that built conveyor belts, and we was doing a job for Coca-Cola down near Tampa. And me and one of my coworkers, we went to the beach and we went out on this pier. And this pelican was sitting there, and I slowly inched my way over to him. He just sat there and he looked at me. And I inched a little more, and I'd inch a little more, and I finally got. And then I started to stick my hand out, and he flew off. So I didn't get to pet him, but I got close.
Wow. Yeah, man.
How you going, Tony?
Hey, Tony. What's up, buddy?
Daddy of 13, welcome to the chat.
I'm Daddy in 13's in too. Cool.
Got a good crowd here this morning, Rhonda.
I'm telling Ron to have a boring shift, because if he does, that means that nobody got hurt. He's a paramedic.
Intro movies just
Air.
came here too. Good morning. Good morning.
We've got Nut Show in there as well.
Oh, there's Tony you were talking about.
Yeah, Tony from Golden Ring movie.
Sweet Relinda. Salamat.
Dennis. Now, Dennis is trying to figure out a way to get around all this StreamYard's nonsense.
He's looking into it.
Who is? Oh,
Nacho rolling.
yeah.
Dennis. I like the one thing he figured out, using like your remote on your computer. You know how you can access one computer from another computer using remote access?
Yeah.
He's setting up his OBS to remote from his computer at let's say, home on Ethernet and taking another one out on him on his bike on the road.
Cool.
And connecting the two, which is the one at home, is live streaming.
He wants to do live streaming on his bike.
Yeah, it's almost a perfect solution. Just have to test it now. See how what the range will be.
So, hey, let me say
Oh, Tony.
good morning to some people. Dennis, Nacho Rolling is in, Golden Retro Movies, Daddy of 13, EBR. He's another person from the land down under. Welcome.
Who's that one?
And Golden Retro and Movies, I believe, is in the UK.
Yep.
Who's that other one from Australia, mate?
EBR, FPV.
EBR.
I
Oh,
think
yep.
he's from
United States.
Let's have a look at his channel. I've
Oh,
subscribed.
Daddy
already.
at 13 is on.
Yep.
He's
I
from
love
the-
that. His wife is Mummy of 11, and he's Daddy of 13. That's great.
Oh, I stand corrected. EBR is in the Netherlands.
Oh, is he?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry about that, EBR.
Is that like Rulon Thiessen? Is he around you, EBR? Same country? Because Rulon Thiessen's got drone TV. I know Nay was working on his output too, his format. Interactive DNA.
Yeah, he's from the Netherlands as well.
For all these people that, for lack of better words, crapped on Nay from Interactive DNA, if you looked up his resume, you would be shocked. The guy's got Emmy Awards, Telly Awards, Addy Awards. He's worked for Ford, Toyota, all these companies. It's unbelievable. And he took time out of his day to help me with my OBS. Are you kidding me? You know what I mean? And then every time he was on the stream helping me, people would say, oh, just buy vMix or just do this or just use StreamYard, whatever. Anyway, frustrating situations.
How you
Yeah.
going, Gary?
I don't know the full story of that.
I actually
Think
had a
left
good
or
one,
whatever.
Gary. Sorry, I was answering the chat there.
You're a mate.
Oh, I think Hugh dropped out.
Where's you gone? You.
That's either a bathroom break or a coffee refill.
To go and check his screen.
Check
Maybe
his stream.
I'm live streaming now. I'm live streaming the live stream from my live stream.
What?
You could theoretically do that.
I didn't even know what I said then. But yeah.
Oh, there he is. It looked like he went inside. We thought we lost you, Hugh.
Yeah, I switched locations and the internet disconnected. Sorry.
The
Did
magic of TV.
wife went to sleep?
Woke up. No, my office is right below the bedroom, so in the morning when she's sleeping, if she comes from an overnight shift or something, she's up moving about now. So
Ronald Lockwood is he's leaving the stream.
He's off to work.
Yep.
blue skies, bro.
Have a boring day. That means somebody's not getting hurt.
He was saying that he had to fly. Oh, that's right. He's
He's an air medic.
air medic. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing fine, Daddy of 13. Thanks for asking.
That's a subjective answer.
Yeah. All right, I'm doing crazy fine.
I don't know. That's not what Pete said about you earlier before you came on there, Trevor. But all right, we'll go with that one.
Yeah, I even heard that actually.
Yeah.
You can watch it on the replay though,
He is
Trevor.
Steve as well. You have a good one, my friend. Fly safe.
Don't believe what Jim said because I think Trevor was in here before me. I think so. Well, that theory doesn't work.
Trevor was here before I was. I started StreamYard, and there was Trevor.
He had his alarm set, mate. He was right to go.
I was listening to some music while I was waiting, and I had your Rodney Bell already up in the search engine.
I was
There you go.
watching your replay of the sunrise when you popped on, Rodney.
No, I missed that one today, actually. Oh, I was eating at the time. That'd be faithful.
See, I don't trust notifications from YouTube because you get them about 23 minutes late or something. So I was onto it.
Do you know what? You're right. You know, I've set reminders and all sorts of stuff, and
Yeah.
I've missed a lot of stuff because of that.
Yeah.
And some streams only last 10, 15 minutes, you know, the ones you want to look at, or a premiere even,
Yeah.
you know, and I have missed them in the past. I mean, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. But no.
You've got to support the people that support everyone else, and that's my motto, is you got to share it around.
When
Yeah.
when I upload my 4K videos, I always put it on unlisted because it takes time for YouTube to match the music with the video.
Same.
So if I just put the 4K video on, people will be typing in, why no audio and this and that and the other thing. So I just started putting them all up as unlisted, and then in about a half hour, the music catches up with the video and it all posts.
You talking about live stream, Jim?
Huh? No, just normal videos, mate.
Really?
No, my normal videos. So when I did, so when I did my live stream this morning, the first 5 minutes I was unlisted because I forgot to change it back to public.
Yeah, you'll see. I do that with every upload as well. Not only does the audio catch up, but you'll find that because it doesn't load up, it loads up at 360, 720 even, and I wait for it to actually, and I won't even let people watch it if it's 180. If it's not 4K.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I wait because if you post straight to public, and someone goes, "Oh, look at this video," it's crud.
Crap.
You know, it looks terrible.
I guess I never see it because I always schedule mine. I always schedule mine for like the next morning. That's
see, then it's already processed.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Yeah. It only takes 15, 20 minutes sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But worth the wait because I wouldn't want anyone to see it how I don't want it to be looked at.
Exactly.
You know.
You're trying to
what I'm
create
talking
experience
about
for people, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if you're the first one to see it, it's like he just said, it's coming out in 360p, no audio, you know, and looking like crap.
Yeah.
When you filmed it in 4K, in stunning 4K, you know.
Yeah. That's right. No, stunning 360. Yeah.
Get any good deals from Amazon? I did get some, Daddy at 13. I got the Elgato video capture because I have a boatload of VHS movies that I want to put onto right to the hard drives, you know, so a home theater from a hard drive type of thing.
And share with all your friends on YouTube.
Well, you can just put that on an NAS stream, you know what I mean? And then the other thing I got was an SSD enclosure because I bought an SSD drive, a 1 terabyte SSD drive for this laptop, which they keep telling me has 2 slots. I have an SSD that the operating system is on is only 128 gigabytes.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. Ooh, is right.
Yeah.
And my D drive is a 1 terabyte standard hard drive, you know, plate spinner. So I picked up a 1 terabyte SSD because this computer is supposed to have 2 slots. So the second M2 SSD slot, I can put that in. If not, I can use the enclosure to use it in the Thunderbolt port.
Love my SSD, man. I could never go back to a regular drive for daily use.
Oh, it's so fast.
Oh.
What about when you're using you put your footage in on the SSD and use your editing software from that, and you render from the SSD as well.
Speed
Yep.
Demon. Yep.
Yep.
Everything.
Wow.
And then
It
I
is
push
so
everything to an offline drive afterwards.
And
Yeah,
when you
okay.
have an NVIDIA capture card or card in there, like I got a GTX 1060, instead of using your CPU, it's using your GPU.
Yep. Yep. I got the 1080i in mine.
Excellent.
And
Excellent.
yeah, it's a nice card, mate. But I want to up my RAM because I've got 32 at the moment, and
That's what I've got.
Yeah, I
32
want
is fine. How big do you need it, Matt? What are you
Oh, look.
going to push?
When I got it's an i7.
Yeah, mine's an i7.
So is mine.
Yep.
Mine's an
and I got-
i7. It's lower than yours. Mine's an i7 6700 HQ,
And
which is lower
mine
than
does
yours.
everything it needs to do. So yours should be quite good with 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oh, sorry, 16. Oh my God,
Oh, 16. Yeah, well, there you go.
Sorry,
If you go
sorry.
to 32, that'd be good.
That's what I was going to.
Mine
yeah,
was
sorry.
at 12 gigabytes, and I upgraded it to 32.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, because I'm finding that it is when I start stuffing about with that 4K footage, it really starts to struggle.
What you
Proxy
need to
workflow,
get
Matt?
is what we've got. You don't need any more than that. It's quite adequate. So if you get up to 32, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay. So Hugh, what was that, mate?
Do you use a proxy workflow for your 4K footage?
No, I don't.
Makes a
No, I
big
don't.
difference.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes, I can do that within Premiere, but I find DaVinci when you use it is still very clear. Within Premiere, it goes really crappy, and it's very difficult for me to color grade post anything like that because I'm just not seeing the footage that I want to see.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So, yeah, so I want to hammer it at the best quality I can. But as I said, DaVinci, it doesn't seem to do that. And I must muck around some more with DaVinci. Rodney, have you had any more goes at DaVinci, mate?
No, not lately.
There's a lot in it, mate. It takes a lot of time to get it too.
Oh yeah, I need to revisit it.
And I heard that the fusion part of it is totally separate from the resolve part of it.
Mm.
It is?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's it's working on two totally different different aspects there, two different areas. Yeah, it takes a lot of workload off of things, and I mean, I find that when I color grade and everything in DaVinci, that the playback within DaVinci is extremely smooth.
That I did notice.
Yeah, and when I do it with Premiere, he starts to struggle.
How you going, Janet?
Even to the point where it won't go anymore. The music will still be playing, but the picture will be frozen.
I've seen that too with Premiere. I use Premiere Elements.
Same, yeah. I
But
haven't got
that
the Pro
shouldn't be
version.
happening with your GPU.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I think it's just a Premiere thing. It's really struggling like that. But the good thing is about that is the program doesn't freeze, and I can go straight up to File and save it, and then I close it and open it back, and I'm good for another whatever until it happens again.
I was doing that the Sunday or the Saturday sunrise trailer yesterday, and I had to close and reopen Premiere like 3 or 4 times because every time I would add a transition or an effect to my text, it just seemed like it would lock up.
Wow.
And just sit there. And I figured, well, it's just processing the transition, right? So I'd go look at YouTube or read my email or something. I'd come back and it'd still be all mucked up. So I'd have to close it and then reopen it. And once I did that, it was fine for a while until I added another transition.
Motion graphics really kills me. I find I get hung up a lot when I'm doing any kind of motion graphics text.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, I've really, I want to do an intro, and starting to talk about Adobe. What's that one they got?
After Effects.
After Effects, yeah. I mean, sensational stuff. I don't know if I want to go down that path though. But I really,
You could
really.
use Inkscape.
What is it?
Inkscape. It's free.
Inkscape. Here we go. I like free stuff.
There's for motion graphics, there's Inkscape, there's Blender, and for Photoshop, I use something called GIMP, GIMP.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah.
use GIMP.
Yeah, I've seen GIMP too.
It's really
Do you-
good.
Do you know what I've used to adjust my stills? And I have done this on a few occasions. I've put it into Premiere and used the video timeline to put any effects that I need in there and color grade and do all sorts of stuff with a still photo. And it has been absolutely sensational for doing things like that.
It works, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. And it still renders off and it's a high quality. Shit, I've got to write this stuff down. I've got no bloody pen. Because I wouldn't mind.
Start saving $100 a month. Like, I don't know. I find that the Adobe package, I'm getting a little spoiled because I like all the workflow features, but it's just so bloody expensive if you're not making
It's so greedy. You know, I paid $1,000 for the CS6.
Ooh, ouch. Yeah.
And then you come out with all this crap now. But look, you say ouch, but wouldn't you rather lay out $1,000 and own it
Yes.
than
Exactly
turn around
right,
and
mate.
pay them every month for?
Well, but here's the thing. Now Adobe's saying that older versions, they're going to stop people from using them and in fact sue them if they use them.
How can you do that when I bought it?
The older.
What?
We
Oh, you
paid
do that?
for it.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're going to make it so that the older versions, you're not allowed to be able to use them. They can revoke licenses and stuff.
Well, you don't have to go online.
I
No,
realize.
they can your permissions. You take your permissions off of
Yeah.
whatever you're using,
Yeah,
so
but
it
I'm
can't
just
be
saying.
detected. No, I know what you're saying, mate. That's just unbelievable. That's just greedy. You know,
Yes.
it's just corporate greed, mate. And this is what I don't want to become a part of.
So fine, go open source. It's just as good. Everything started as open source in the first place. I mean, Adobe bought Macromedia, so don't act like they started this whole thing. They didn't.
Yeah.
How you going, Jim Wallace?
39.
How you-
Wow.
Mr. Graphics, Jim
I wish I
Wallace.
got it that cheap, Jim.
Huh?
Jim Wallace is just saying he pays $39 a month for the whole suite.
How?
I don't know. Cost me 60 American, which turns out to be almost 100 Canadian.
See, I wouldn't do that. No way. Nacho's in here. Got to stick with the Mac and the Final Cut. Yeah.
Now put this stuff together, all right? You're paying $60 for that. StreamYards is $20 a month. Zoom is $20 a month.
It all adds up.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. I do a football show on something called Blog Talk Radio.
Epidemic Sound.
$39 a month.
Yep. I know. I'm trying to
YouTube,
cut all these things out because it's too expensive.
You're bleeding. And I use AirMap. I use Air Data to keep track of all my batteries and my flights. That's $15 a month for the pro version.
Yeah. I hate all these monthly fees. It really pisses me off. It just
That's why I bought Premiere. Yeah.
yeah.
I know it does. It ticks me off too, mate. There's no way I want to be paying.
Death by 1,000 cuts, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You say to yourself, where the hell did all the money go? And look at all these little $20, $20.
Yeah.
It all adds
Right.
up.
Everyone's having to grab your cash, man.
So what's the solution? Get a VPN and just pirate everything. I didn't say that.
Well, that actually won't work because you have to connect, just like with your DJI, you're connecting back to DJI through the internet. With Adobe, you have to connect back to their servers.
You don't have to. Once you actually download the software, you can then block all the hosts. There's a way to do it. I've done it.
Okay. All right.
I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm just saying it can be done easily.
Right.
Hugh, it is a good idea.
No judgment.
As
I
long
may or may not have done it.
as long as you will help a brother out, we'll be okay with you.
You're a humanitarian, mate. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not that hard to do. But when I'm able, I pay for it. But yeah, things are tight right now. So yeah.
Even when I'm able, I'd go, well, no, it's my money. Piss off. Yeah.
Fair enough.
The other end of the video production style. I just use the iPad to do all my video editing. Got the iPad Pro with the LumaFusion, and
Yeah.
for my videos are very basic, and that for my issues, it's fine.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
All I think I'll ever need. Yeah, so.
This last one I did, I could really use some color grading because it looks white, too much white at one portion. But then as soon as I come up, because they're building this highway, and the way the Florida Department of Transportation builds them, they use the sand to begin with, and then they use the topsoil, and pack that down.
Sounds bright.
Which of course is darker.
Mm.
But that sand, man, that reflection off that sand is brutal. And I'm using an ND16.
Wow.
On the camera, yeah.
Mm. That's in manual, is it?
Even right now, we've got storm clouds going. This is the X5S. And I'm using an ND16 on that.
Crikey. Look at the size of that lens.
That's a lot of sunglasses.
You've been practicing that, you.
Crikey, lens.
He's liking his crikey too much there.
Check out the dags on that.
Geez, you even sound Australian there, Trev. Geez.
Yeah, but I'm in my office. That's not an office.
What's that, Matt? This is my fake Aussie accent.
Yeah, that's good, mate. No, you're
I
doing
like it,
all
though.
right.
Hey, I can speak Australian.
Can you?
I'm just acting like a Queenslander, mate.
Did he say faucets?
Yeah.
Australian.
Straws.
Just check out bar lookers.
I can speak it too. Throw a shrimp on the barbie.
Just by the Japanese now. So the Japanese company bought out Carlton and United Breweries.
Really?
So, yes, there won't be Australian anymore.
You missed it the other day, Pete. I got a Rodney, you were on, right? I got a phone call that was all in Japanese.
Oh yeah. I remember that. That was on Cloud Stream.
It was a robocall, for I don't know who the hell is what they were selling because the woman was speaking in Japanese.
Konnichiwa, Jim-san.
But every time I answered, I would go Oshu Mushu Gaipan, and it would come back on with more talk.
Yeah, we get them here too, eh? Yeah, we get them here, and I get them. I had, but probably 2 in the last month. Where as soon as you answer the call, it's always from an interstate, and as soon as you answer the call, it actually starts speaking Chinese at you. Now, what that's saying, I wouldn't have a clue.
Right.
I just hang up. I don't care.
Oh no, you got to have fun with that, man.
I think it's a recording. I'm not sure.
It was
The other night had a Chinese lady on there, and he said he killed his wife. They wanted his wife, and they said, "Sorry, I killed her." I know they were from India. That's it.
Oh, that's
Oh my goodness gracious. I would have to report you to the authorities. No.
These days, somebody's going to do that jokingly, I mean, just harassing the telemarketer, but somebody may turn them into the police. They'll have SWAT knocking at their door. Well, busting at their door.
It was funny because the phone rang a little while after, and he says, "Oh, it might be the police."
Oh, Jim Wallace says Vegemite is a great substitute for Preparation H.
How did that whole Vegemite thing
I
start?
wouldn't even put that on my bunghole, Jim. I wouldn't do that.
Somebody challenged somebody to eat Vegemite. And I know Lloyd was part of that.
Lloyd's done it, yeah.
I think Ken
He did.
Harris was part of that.
Mm.
And
I remember
in England.
What is it actually?
It's
Yeast.
a yeast extract. Yeah.
Yeast extract, yeah.
it's beer yeast, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a yeast product. It's a byproduct.
Yeah. We all know how we have to eat
yeast fats.
byproducts.
All right, so isn't that a baking product?
What is?
Yeast.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but not that sort of yeast.
I mean, I know women get yeast infections, but
Yeah, it's from the fermentation of beer vats.
I thought Matt might get a kick out of that.
You know, when my mother was growing up on the farm in
Just
Canada,
spread a little Vegemite on it. You're all right.
we actually used to make the protein supplement all the time.
We'll whip that into shape. Like a sandwich spread.
Now, if you had Vegemite down south, you'd have deep fried Vegemite, right?
That's what we're talking about down
Little
south.
ball,
Yeah.
deep fried Vegemite. That might be better.
Have my Vegemite every morning on my toast for breakfast. Yeah,
That's it, mate.
good stuff.
Yeah, it wakes the taste buds up, eh?
Certainly does.
Peter's thinking, you wankers, insulting my breakfast food. How dare you?
Wankers.
Our mothers used to smear it on our dummies to keep us quiet.
That's right. I did too.
What do they use it for?
So we had no choice but to love it.
What do you use Vegemite for?
You could probably seal up a sump leak so it didn't leak oil anymore.
You could.
Or preparation H, as it's been mentioned.
It
There's
could
lots of
still
uses
your
for it.
plumbing leak there, Jim, that you had the other week.
Actually, if it's plastic though, Trev, it'll probably go through it. Yeah, you'd want to do it on a metal pipe.
Jim Wallace says Ice Spike eats it on a stick.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, man.
Hey Jim, some people eat it on toast,
Yep.
and that's what Lloyd Mendenhall did. The look on his face when he bit into that.
It's funny. He had it made over too, didn't he? He gave it to him.
Yeah, he sent it to someone else as part of the challenge.
The trick is not to put it. You got to put it on hot toast and butter. You don't.
Cheese too, dude.
What he did, the mistake was he was smearing it on cold products like cold spam.
Okay.
And what it does is when it goes cold, it goes waxy. And it sticks to your gums and your roof of your mouth, and it's not very pleasant.
Well, what the hell are
you
you
know
eating
what?
it for?
Well, because we eat it warm. It is pleasant.
It's
then.
a really good flavored spread.
Yeah, it's like if you have it. A lot of people put it too thick as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I like it just thin.
Yeah, it's got to be thin, and I like it with a tasty cheese as well. So you have
Yeah,
toast,
cheese. I
butter,
do too.
toasty cheese. Oh yeah, and put it under the griller.
Yeah.
Make the cheese all bubble up. Off you go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I have that every Australia Day. I make sure I've got my toasted cheese sandwiches with Vegemite.
Yeah, nice man.
None of that sounds appetizing, boys. I'm sorry.
It's like an umami flavour. It's
I've still got the yeast going through
savoury
my head.
flavour.
Yeah. We can eat. You can eat it like this, and you can't taste it. Like
Yeah.
There's another Australian in the panel. Ari's in the house.
How'd she
Ari,
There you go,
taste?
Nari.
It's like Vegemite.
what's going on?
Crikey.
You what?
You
You're
look like
hungry.
something the dog brought up.
Rick
Sorry, I'm
Albert.
just talking to my daughter here.
She getting you some Vegemite?
She's actually come out hungry. Bloody 11 o'clock at night.
Rick,
Actually,
Rick
I
likes
tried
it
it.
with peanut butter.
Vegemite on toast. There we go.
Yeah, all right,
No
Pretty
flies
Carol,
on
gonna
you,
give
mate.
myself a try. Yeah, give it a crack, mate. I mean, here we go, Rodney.
Now, I won't even mention haggis, right?
Have you had it at all, Rodney?
No,
You haven't,
nope.
dude. Email me your address. Seriously, man.
Okay, hey, I'll try it.
You do that.
No,
Yeah.
I won't.
Come on.
Save your money, man. I'm out.
That sounds like a video waiting to happen. Rodney,
Yeah.
try this Vegemite.
I'll be right
This is-
back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. What's that noise in the background?
It's the toilet bowl flushing.
Yeah, send me your address, mate, and I'll there's no
I'll send you
payback, obviously.
I'll send you a tube of Vegemite. That's like an insult.
It's
Yeah, send me your address and I'll send you a bomb. You know.
yeah.
Yeah, some people would say, mate, is that what you send to people you don't like?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
What do you send
No,
your friends?
he'll love it. He'll
Well,
love it, mate.
I went
and
to
he'll get on
school-
there.
I went to university in Scotland, and I have relatives that live in Glasgow, and I used to visit them when I was there. When I came home, I was living in the States at the time, and I went back to the States. They used to send me cans of haggis at Christmas time,
no.
Oh my god.
No.
just in case.
Big
And
Vegemite's
Uncle
bad.
Murray.
See, yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
shocking. Haggis is shocking. You know, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah,
Is that-
lutefisk is nasty.
Is
What
that head
haggis?
cheese?
Never
Is
tried
haggis
that. Yeah.
head
Never
cheese?
tried.
What have we got? Fresh Vegemite. Fresh Vegemite. You don't have it fresh, mate. You got to leave it open for a while.
Yeah.
You can have it open for 2 years, 3 years, and still put it on your bread.
Thanks, Rodney. Yeah.
It don't go off.
You wait, mate.
I'm beginning
You
to
wait.
have doubts now.
No, mate. It's all on now, buddy. It's all on now.
It does not go off.
Hey, Paul.
It doesn't go off, eh?
Good
Okay.
morning, Paul. How you doing?
You trust something that you can leave open on the counter for 2 years. You trust
Yeah, you did.
the word for that. It's called insanity.
Well, it's
Look.
got a ferment, right?
Yeah. It's got its own fermentation process, and even the mold doesn't like it. It won't grow on it. It's like a Macca's bun, eh?
So Ari says Vegemite is a byproduct of beer production. And you got period, and you wonder why it's Australia's major export. Is that true?
Absolutely. We export it to Tasmania a lot. That's about it, I think.
Well, you don't like them. What do you export to your friends?
There's a YouTube face before eating Vegemite. There's a face after eating. Yeah, I've seen some reactions of this Vegemite. I can't wait to see Rodney's, to be honest. Geez, I'm going to get onto that tomorrow.
Lloyd's. I got to look this up now.
Yeah, Lloyd's got it on there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a picture of it in his intro. A couple of pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like he's been sucking on a lemon.
You got to be careful. You know, there's health restrictions on the side panel of that stuff.
There's no warning labels on Vegemite.
Oh, there should be.
They should
They
be.
put labels on everything.
No expiry date. It does not say to refrigerate after opening.
Freshly scraped off of Jill's legs on June 20th.
Well, let me tell you something. In the nuclear holocaust, there'll be the cockroaches that survive and the jars of Vegemite.
Yeah, it does a Vegemite.
I
They
see.
will be alongside Rodney Bill's cups. All over the place. When you dig up the earth afterwards, there'll be jars of Vegemite and Rodney Bill's cups.
Breakfast of Champions, premier protein bars.
Premier protein bars. Ticket now.
That was good, Matt.
It'll save your life.
Yeah.
That sounds very Aussie.
Paul Murray, huh?
That was my radio voice. Yeah. Jack Sparky. Hey, I'll tell you something I did the other day. I was mucking around with the Pro, and I was stuffing around with the slow-mo, doing the 1080p at 96 frames a second. Not impressed with the 1080 on that camera, but the slow-mo turned out pretty cool. I didn't mind that, but you really got to sharpen it up a little bit. The edges were very jagged.
Can you use the HQ mode in that? No, you can't.
No, yeah. But the slow-mo itself turned out pretty good. I didn't mind that. Here's a new view. Hello. It's not too bad.
He's not playing around, guys.
That's been
It's
a complaint with its when it's in that wide field of view, is that the edges are soft.
They are. Yeah. No, I don't film with that at all in 4K. That's for sure. I like the narrow view anyway.
I do too. I've never used anything else actually.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You know what I need to do? I'm so used to doing everything by the sticks. I never use any of those modes. Like I've never even tried them, like asteroid or whatever modes it's got. I really need to play around with those just to have fun.
Yeah. Make sure there's no trees around.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I've had a muck around. I mucked around with a bit with the Spark. I've used it a couple of times on the Spark. I've used it with Follow Me with a car when I was stuffing about once. I was out in the middle of nowhere, and then I did that and used that footage. And then once on a beach, I did it. But and I did an orbit too, I think. But that very, very rare. That was more of a novelty thing for me at the time too. Definitely something that I wouldn't want to use much. The Spark was a little bit jerky here and there. The Pro, I've only ever done a droney with it, just to see what it did. But yeah, I haven't mucked around with that too much because it's, as you said, it's nothing that I would really use. I'd rather be in control of things while it's going, because to be quite honest, once I press go and it starts doing its own thing, it freaks me out a bit.
I've got too many trees to be using those modes.
Yeah, you want to do it bloody open space, especially. The Air's got a different one. They got a boomerang thing, but the Pro's got a very, very similar to the Sparks quick shots, and I think it's even. Although I haven't tried it, I think it's got gesture mode too. I think the Pro has.
Does it?
I think so.
I wish it worked a little better. I find it sometimes a bit jerky, so I can't rely on it and have to do it manually.
That's
on the
exactly right.
I'm a Mavic Air.
Okay, yeah, that's what I found with the Spark. Yeah, it is very jerky.
Yeah.
It sort of like catches up with itself all the time, and you've got to do it manually if you're going to get a smooth shot. Yeah. You were going to look at something. What were you going to look at? You're going to try something out last time. I can't remember.
I tell you what, I was filming yesterday off the end of a Class E airspace, which was the runways. After you have the runways, you have the Class E airspace. So there was a couple of huge airliners that came down, man. I mean, they came down low. And there's people that live in that area.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
What's cold down there? It's frozen.
What was that?
Oh, you're back again?
Back.
You disappeared. You're talking about the people who lived near these aircrafts?
Yeah. They're living in the flight path of the landing zone. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, I couldn't do that, mate. Couldn't do that. I'd be too afraid of a bloody wheel coming through the roof of my house. You know?
We got an apartment complex they're building right next to a railroad train. And the railroad trains down here are just used for commercial transport of all the commercial products to South Florida. So they're about a half hour long each train.
Jim Wallace says, I've been authorized to award you guys a silver YouTube award.
Does that come with a cash prize or anything?
Yeah, that's a good question. Hello, Tiff. Mrs. RC and Custom Designs is in the house.
And we know what he means by the silver award, don't we?
Well, tell us.
We're not kids.
True. Silver, gotcha.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
We're old men, except for Hugh. You's still a baby. Or
How old? I'm over 50 now.
maybe Matt is the young.
Matt's probably the baby of the group.
Yeah.
How old do you think I am?
You probably about 52.
Rodney. Oh, you wait till you taste that Vegemite, mate. I'll tell you that.
I might be the baby of the group.
I've got. I actually turn 50 next Saturday.
See?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
Hey,
I'm
Good call.
48, coming 49 in August.
There you go.
We're gonna have to try and get Matt on Claude's stream.
You're only going to be 49, Trevor?
Yeah, I'll be 49 in August. The end of August, August the 25th.
Is that 49 one more time or actually 49?
49, 50 next year.
Wait a second, Jim. How old are you? You don't look that old either.
Yeah, the end of this month. It's
Yeah, Jim's got a birthday coming up.
the big 6-0.
Holy shit.
So,
Okay.
I remember that. Yeah, just
My condolences.
a few years back. Yeah.
Hey, when I hang around with Mitch, I feel young. Old guy.
yeah,
He's like 72.
yeah, he's 72.
So who's the youngest, Trev? What are you, Hugh?
50. Just 50.
50. Just 50.
So,
How long
Hugh-
have you been 50 for?
Well, I've been 29 now for 50 years.
I haven't had birthdays. I've had anniversaries since my 21st.
I may only be 50, but I've got 2 artificial hips. I feel 70. So I'm not joking. I really do.
Oh, no. That's running after your tallow into those bushes all the time. Where's him?
Well, you know, you do anything when the drone goes down.
Yeah. You got to go get it.
That tello is funny if you use it outside. A breeze comes and you just watch it going down the street.
Yeah. I watched lots of Hugh's videos with his tallow out there when he did that high vis bizzo on it. And that was that was pretty cool, man.
Like 4 cracks in a row, dropping in a snowbank.
Yeah, there's nothing like the sound of props and leaves.
I have a solution to that though. Look,
Look at that, mate. I
There's
tell
a
you
cage.
what. That is like the cage of death at the circus, where
It
they ride
is.
their motorbikes around it.
Yeah, that's right.
leaves now, boys.
I'll tell you what, man, that's
What's
that's
your
pretty
battery
good.
life?
I was going to say.
What's your
yeah,
battery
what's
life
that?
with that?
It doesn't seem to do too much. I think it's about 7 grams of weight, so it's not too heavy. It does
So
do
twice the weight of the
something
tallow.
though. When you do your flips, it really sinks them.
Yeah, I bet it would, mate, because that looks top heavy.
I bought it
Yeah,
actually
and
inside
when
the house to do a test.
Brant Air says his Mavic Air flies away on its own with or without the wind.
Oh,
Gary, you need to send that back. I'm serious. I'd contact DJI, man.
Oh, yeah.
that's.
If I were you.
I tell you what, when I was down in the city the other week, and I did one down there. My mate went down there. I took my Spark down as well, and he took his Air. Now, being in the city, you're obviously got a lot of Wi-Fi stuff going on, and all this sort of stuff. Now, he was only like 20 feet away from himself at around about probably 30 meters, and he was constantly losing connection between him and his drone. And I heard it all the time. Doot, lost connection. Doot. And, I'm halfway to Timbuktu with me Mavic, and he couldn't do a lot of flying because he couldn't fly far at all with it. It was terrible, really bad. And I've heard a lot of problems with the connection of these things, but that just there really surprised me. And it's supposed to be enhanced Wi-Fi, and I took the Spark out, and I was going, all over the bloody joint with it.
Narrowboat Girl is in the chat, so just saying,
The youngin.
the youngin.
So be courteous.
Be courteous, be nice.
Yes, you make a good video. I enjoy watching those videos on the canals over there in England.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to change my name, I think.
Good point.
I forgot it was
You can
there.
change that.
So, Matt, in full disclosure, you could just put in brackets stud muffin, in brackets, creepy old man.
Stud muffin in brackets with Vegemite.
It's so funny.
Funniest stud filter.
That was like Lloyd the other
Yeah.
day when Narrowboat girl's friend.
Yeah, above and beyond. Hey, Jim. I can't read the text, but I could briefly see that you are
Jim.
there. Yes.
Yes.
I am there, and I did not.
Sorry. It just turns out I just popped up. Dennis is on his motorcycle. I lost my head there for a second, boys. I apologize.
Is he
He's
live on
doing.
the motorcycle?
He's using something called Team Viewer,
Oh yeah. Okay.
which remotely connects to your home computer.
Yeah.
Okay, and he's got his camera obviously out on the motorcycle he's driving around with, and it's transmitting back to his home computer and sending out the YouTube live.
Wow.
So there's a workaround for everything, and he found that one, and it's working.
Huh. That opens up a whole new possibilities.
It really does. Why are we paying?
That's a new way, just a new way of doing things or way of thinking. It's well done. Using TeamViewer for not its original purpose, thinking outside the box. Because TeamViewer is basically a system that does so you can use. So if you want to do things like technician work on someone else's computer, you can. Where he's using it for something else.
That's what I was using with Nay.
Yeah.
So he could remotely do some things on my computer.
He's got another software that he uses. He used on mine.
You think he'll come back, Trevor?
Well, he's got nothing to come back to. He's deleted everything that he has.
He actually deleted the videos?
Everything.
Whole nuclear option, huh? Ouch.
Yeah. Full nuclear option.
Too bad.
I just got seen in here, Jim Wallace. I still have the Spark of the Teller on the Phantom 3. Sold my Mavics. And I just want to ask him what the reason for getting rid of the Mavics were.
Yeah.
Very, very interested to see.
And getting back to that, Hugh, his attitude was very like he has no regrets. In the fact of what he's done. He's quite chuffed. That's how he thinks, and that's how it's ultimate or nothing.
Yeah.
Who?
So he's quite comfortable in doing that. He is.
Yeah.
His attitude is very comfortable. He feels he's not losing any sleep over it.
Who, Nay?
Imagine.
Yeah, no, he's just deleted everything, and he's quite happy with that. And he has a reason for it, but I can't go into it. It's very complex.
Oh, we all know. Well, I know the reason, but
No. The reason is more. He says it's like great artists and that.
professional.
They think of you afterwards and everything, and how good you are. Wah. And really, they should be respecting you while you were on Earth. And so he doesn't want to be one of those people. He wants to just use the knowledge, share the knowledge, and use it in its purpose. And that's period. That's like now, not the future. That's how he feels, and that's fair enough. That's how he understands it. How he would like to be recognised is to utilise what he has to offer now.
Remember that girl Kelly, Rodney? Kelly Paulson.
Yeah.
She disappeared last year or a few months ago.
Do what?
She disappeared a few months ago. Just kind of vanished.
She's
there's a story behind that.
What's
she
that?
used to talk frequently with Mrs. RC, and I speak with her husband still.
Oh, okay.
I think there was sickness in some of their family members, and they had to go and help them and look after them.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, because I used to follow her a lot and talk to her all at live streams.
Yeah, I
Who
like
is that, Trevor?
Pardon?
Who is that?
That was Kelly Paulson,
Oh,
Doug
okay.
Paulson's wife.
She was just so friendly and nice. I just enjoyed hanging out with her. She was
Yeah, she I liked watching her streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were very simple and very just honest streams.
She was like meditation. When you hung out with Kelly, it was just relaxing, you know, it was so
Yes,
chill.
that's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mrs. RC might still hang out with her. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I believe they did.
Yeah. Peter, I have a question for you about LumaFusion.
Yep.
I do a lot of speed ramps with my videos. That's something I really heavily utilize. I think it only goes up to like what, 2 or 3 times, maybe in terms of how much you can speed up a video.
What program?
I think
YouTube.
I did a video a while back that was originally supposed to be a time lapse done on the GoPro, but I found out that it didn't run the time lapse. It just ran a normal video.
Oh,
I thought to get the same effect, I'll speed it up. I think I was able to speed it up 6 times.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Video, and it sort of worked out pretty well in the end anyway. So
On Premiere or
No, LumaFusion.
LumaFusion on the iPad.
LumaFusion? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I say Premiere, you can go almost unlimited with that.
Now, with that LumaFusion, is that a steep learning curve compared to
No, it wouldn't be. No,
compared to the Resolve? No.
I think it'd be simpler than those. I've never used those ones, but I'm sure it would be simpler.
Have any of you tried HitFilm?
No.
I have.
It's the Premiere Pro free version. Although they have a HitFilm Pro too.
Hmm.
Do you like it, Trevor?
Yeah, I do. I work with it quite well. The only thing I had to do is change the settings to make sure every time that it's MP4 suitable for YouTube, because it can come back to the original or one of the options.
That's that H setting, is it a H1?
You can't do 265 video.
Yeah.
YouTube only takes VP9 to H264.
Ari's just got himself LumaFusion for his new iPad, so that's he'll be trying that out soon, I should imagine.
Released LumaFusion 2. That's a fairly big upgrade. And the original one, I think they've sort of doubled the amount of video tracks. You can now have 6 video tracks and 6 audio tracks. Well, I think it was only 3 prior to that. And they've done a lot of other improvements too that I haven't sort of been able to delve into yet.
So that's everybody in here is using the DaVinci products, huh?
Not me.
No, I'm using Premiere.
I'm touring. I'm working with it. I'm trying to learn how to use it. I haven't started using. I still use Premiere elements.
But now, correct me if I'm wrong. I understood that DaVinci, it wasn't that expensive to get into, but if you add all the features, you have to pay for stuff.
Yeah.
Like it costs.
Yeah, there are actually a lot of features in the free version that are, unless you start looking at some really advanced stuff, you'll probably never need it. And
but for color grade, you have to use Fusion?
I use Paradirect too, Rick.
LumaFusion is like whole replacement, Jim. It's like, you just used it instead of DaVinci or instead of Premiere. But I think it's only for the iPad and the iPad. It's an iOS.
LumaFusion's an iOS?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
What is?
My iPhone and my iPad. Yep.
DaVinci Resolve and LumaFusion are for iOS.
I'm running mine on my PC.
DaVinci Resolve, I don't know about.
No, you can.
Resolve is PC.
Yeah.
Resolve is PC, but Fusion is not.
No. Fusion is iOS.
Yeah, it's like Final Cut. Yeah, I guess so.
I always had problems with After Effects. I just was never proficient at it.
That's a steep learning curve, I think.
I tried After Effects once, and it was beyond me. I liked what you could do with it because I've watched some videos on it. My problem is I just didn't have the time to really sit down and play with it.
Yeah. It's like anything. It just takes, time to go and learn. There's lots of YouTube videos on how to use all the features. So it's there. It's just you got to sit down for hours and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Mark. I mean, Mark put me on it.
See you,
Actually.
Gary.
Essential. He put me onto it one night actually while we're doing the stream here with Rodney. I wasn't aware of what's it called, Da Vinci. I saw it like a week maybe earlier than I talked to Mark with. Yeah, Mark uses it all the time.
Yeah.
So he's done it since day one. And it's like, as I said, with any program that if you use it from day one, then that's what you're going to get used to. And that's probably what you're going to stick to. Unless you've got another 6 months to bloody work something else out.
Yeah.
Because I can put my footage into my Premiere and I can do everything I want to it. After I've picked the clips that I want, I can do everything to it that I need to in 5 or 10 minutes. You know, I know where everything is, and I know exactly how much to put on, especially with the spark footage. I can that's straight up. I'm still mucking around with the pro footage and actually what to film in with the pro because I find it very bland.
Hey, Rodney, let me share something. I think you have to approve it. I'll show you guys an intro I did with After Effects.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's going to share his screen, and then you
have. I see. Okay.
Okay, I did this after watching Nay for a little while.
Wow. I love that.
That's good.
That's cool.
Very good.
It's pretty basic. But it was just, I did that in about half an hour, right? So
I love that video, man. When I saw that when you did that unboxing, and
what were you using to do that with?
After Effects.
After Effects?
Yeah. The review was terrible, but the intro was great.
Now, supposedly, he says you can do the same thing with Inkscape.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. It's just, you have to have keyframes and have the ability to have all these layers, and
right.
It's kind of neat. But I had intended to go back to Nay's videos when he did Trevor stuff and watch and learn a lot more.
Yeah.
I wish I had downloaded the damn things.
He got so pissed that he said he was going to take them down on Friday, but he wound up taking them down on Wednesday.
Oh, man.
I didn't get to download any of them either.
Yeah, me too.
I missed all the
I talked to him on Skype a couple of times since he's been off, but I tell you what, he doesn't turn Skype on much anymore either.
No.
He's
I
really.
got his Skype address, but I was told not to pass it on.
Yeah.
No, I've got it too, but that's what I'm saying. He's not on that a whole lot either. He told me, well, I won't tell you. But
I just think it's a shame that he felt like he had to just delete everything.
well, he got pissed off.
Well, I understand that, Jim. I understand. And I'm pretty sure I know why he got teed off. And,
He was making his last video, and as he was making his last video, he was sitting there, and this guy, who you all know, typed in, "Send me one." Because he said, I'm going to pack up my crap and send this drone and all this crap to Rulin Thiessen because, he appreciates the work I've done for him and all that. And so while he's saying that, this guy types in, "Send me one. Send me a drone." I'm just going to say it. It was Carlos back from the sky.
Oh.
He's come in and made a lot of enemies around.
And he just stepped onto the scene just a few weeks ago, right? Like, I'd never seen him before.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Oh, well.
He's stepped on a lot of toes and all. I know a lot of people have told me they've about had it with listening to him. But whatever. But that's what he typed as Nay is sitting there saying, pretty much, "You ungrateful sons of bees." This guy's typing in, "Send me a drone." Didn't you get it? Weren't you listening? What's it take to get through to you people?
Some people just got no idea.
The amazing part is the parts that we don't know. He has actually sent people money. He sent them products.
I know.
He sent them cameras, computers.
Yeah, I know.
The guy is one giving son of a gun, and all he caught was flack.
Yeah. Yeah, Jim Wallace too. Yeah, I appreciate that, Jim. That's nice what you've done. Like seeing those signs out there.
There's a few people, Jim Wallace, Rodney Bell, Rick Halber. They just go above and beyond because they like us. They don't have to do the things they do.
I ain't figured out why I like you, Jim, but I do.
I don't know why you like me. Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
son of a gun.
Oh, you are a Marine.
Well, we won't hold that against him.
I'm around a lot of Navy boys and Air Force boys. Not one of us is a fellow Marine.
Well, you know, we're all on the same team, Jim.
Oh, I know. Team America.
There's always that and there always has been inter-service rivalry, and it's all most of the time it's all in good fun, except for when I was in Japan and I'd come back to the base drunk, and me and the Marines didn't get along well. But
I never had a bad time with any the Navy guys.
Oh man, I tell you, I'd come back sometimes. I was stationed in Japan with my dad.
Wow.
And he worked directly for the captain. And I'd come back off the beach and I'd be 3 sheets to the wind. This was back in the days when I was a heavy drinker. And I'd come through the gate and I'd make some smart crack to a Marine and they wouldn't like it. And then it got to the point where the CO of the Marine barracks there in Yokosuka called my dad up and said, "Look, control your son. Don't throw him in the brig."
Oh, there's Rick.
So Mike Kelly has joined.
Morning, Mike.
He says we all know Air Force is the best.
See?
Well, they do have the best hotels and restaurants and stuff, you know.
Yeah, they got very shiny belts too, while the rest of us are fighting.
And, you know,
they shine their boots nice.
That's funny.
You got 1,500 subs, Trev?
Yeah.
It's a sweetheart, Jim.
Trevor never sleeps. He's everywhere.
I've got 1,500 subs in 5 months.
that's what I was saying earlier. He never sleeps. I woke up in the middle of the night and he was doing a live stream.
Yep.
Have you got 1,499 Google accounts?
Of course, it was.
I have 52 Google accounts. But that's only for gaming. That's not for YouTube.
Okay.
You
I used
called
to
it,
be a
man.
bit of a gamer and I need
I think so.
Trevor, do you play the Elder Scrolls?
So Mike Kelly is asking what our point is.
Oh, between the services?
Yeah,
We tease each other. We just have fun with it.
yeah, and we all know the Air Force lives a life of luxury.
Ask Lloyd.
Yeah, once I got
that's
to
it.
1,000, the other 500 just went organically. I don't ask for, I'm not, how would I phrase it? I don't ask, but I used to campaign. There's a difference. I just used to promote myself.
Yeah.
See, I don't go on many. Anyone who's commenting on my gear, I always answer, and I try to always get to their channel and have a look at one of their videos as well. Or there might be a couple there, or I might have missed a couple of them. And anyway, I'll put a like down and I'll comment on that, because normally the people who will comment on my stuff, I really do like their channels and I like looking at their stuff. It's just, it becomes so difficult to try and visit everyone.
Yeah.
And because you want to get there and you want to have a look and you want to help and you want to support, but it becomes a very difficult thing. And I find myself only ever going somewhere where they have visited me. I'll go, oh yeah, that's right, I haven't seen that for a while, and I'll go to there and I'll do that. But as far as
it's so great to get comments, because it reminds me that I haven't been to that channel in a while.
Exactly,
right.
and that's what I do. anyone that comments to me, then I'll actually promote another video. Because you're allowed to, under the guidelines of YouTube, as long as you don't try to do it spam-wise, you're allowed to promote your videos and channel on a third basis. That's quite okay and not frowned upon.
How do you do that?
What you do is, if you're, I'll be putting out a new video next week. Be aware of it, and you just a little comment, or you just talk to them. By chatting to them, they know you're interested. So that means a lot to them. It's just not like you just don't put in there hi or whatever.
Oh yeah.
They think, oh well, that person really didn't look at my video. I actually make.
That's right.
This is what I do. I often put 3 comments in all the way through the video, so they know that I've witnessed something at the start of their video,
The middle and the end.
and the end of the video, and they know that I've watched it all the way through, not just the 2.5 minutes.
Well, if I'm going to watch a video, I'm going to watch the video.
Yeah, that's what I do, and I'll comment, and sometimes you mention something that's in the video at the end, and they think, wow, he's watched it to the end. And
Well,
that
I've
means
only got 500 subscribers, but I can tell you, it's hard
it is hard
to
It is.
watch all the subscribers' videos. And I find myself watching a lot of stuff that I don't do, like FPV flying and
Yeah, well, a lot of my videos are FPV flying. I call it drone art because it is. It's an art. It's an aerial art. And I coined that term a long time ago on the Canadian Drone Hub. Before anyone was using that word.
Oh, you're my hero.
Because it is art.
I just read the statement.
Can you believe it's about to storm here already?
Really?
What's that, Tim?
Storms.
Oh, the storm.
Storms are awesome. I love them, especially in Queensland, mate. They go off. Oh, beautiful, mate. Thunderstorm, nothing like it. They come in. I don't know about where you are, but it's typical bloody Queensland. They'll come in, they'll wreck everything in half an hour and go and the sun's out and you wouldn't know there was a storm. And it was like, and everything is just, it looks like a tornado's hit it. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I don't mind them if they take the humidity away with them.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem, because the sun usually comes out after a storm here. If it's not late at night when the storm comes in, if it happens during the day, it won't be stormy all day. It'll clear up, the sun will come out, and then everything will just evaporate, and it becomes stinking
steam bath.
The storms always knock out the bloody power, which takes out my AC. So
yeah, dude. You know what? I jump in the car then, turn her on. Thanks very much.
Go to the beach. Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I got an inverter in the car too, so I chuck my computer on and all that sort of stuff.
All right.
Do you use the inverter straight to the battery? I'm using mine through my cigarette lighter plug, or what they call the power port now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We talked about this before, eh? When I was running my inverters to charge the batteries for the drones. And through the 12 volt, mate. Yeah, not direct to the battery.
I don't know why, but I wound up buying a $175 alternator after I did that.
That's right, yeah.
I had some problems with that too last year. I was charging my DJI through an inverter in my car,
right,
and had some fuses blow out and stuff. And I think that was the reason.
What batteries were you charging?
Mavic Air.
Okay, well there is
the actual
more than a Pro.
Batteries.
Yeah, because I've got a problem at the moment with my Pro batteries because the draw on my inverter is way
too much. Yep.
So I've got to get a better inverter now. Whether my 12 volt connection
will handle it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually you have to know the alternator's output.
Yeah.
And you got to know the limit too on that little 12 volt wire that's running into the cigarette lighter. Otherwise, you might start smelling, plastic burning.
And they're not going up to 15 amps. I can tell you that.
No, mate, no. You'll have to, and this is why I ended up going and getting six batteries for my Pro, because when I'm out there, At this point, I can't charge those batteries. With the Spark, I can do it no problem. So I can charge 5 of them.
Yeah.
But the Pro, as I said, that's why I got 6. So I can stay out there, do what I have to do, and more.
Right.
I always want to have plenty of power out there, because once I'm down 5Ks into a valley, I don't want to be going up there another 5Ks up just to charge a battery.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
I had something scary happen yesterday, and it's never happened before. Well, it was hot as hell out. It was like 101 with the humidity index. Okay. So
I'll be right back, guys.
all right.
All right.
So I was out there flying, and all of a sudden it came up red and says damaged batteries.
Oh.
Oh dear.
But I looked, then I immediately popped into the battery tab. This was on the Matrice, but you can do the same on any of our drones. You just pop into the battery tab. They were all still green.
Okay.
So I have no clue what that was. I've never seen that before. I'm just going to attribute that to the heat, because I tell you what, those motors heat up like you could fry an egg off the damn things. They're so hot.
Yeah. When you're, have you charged that particular battery back up again?
Yeah, I charged it up last night. No problem.
Okay, yeah, because that'll, if there was a problem, then it probably wouldn't have charged, and it would
You
have
usually
told you,
get
so.
that one LED blinking, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and that won't change. I did have a buggered battery here.
Dude, that's scary as hell. You're talking almost $800 for a pair of batteries.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's up there, mate. I thought the Pro was bad enough. Jeez. I can pick up some second-hand Pro batteries with 5, 6, 10 chargers on them for about $80 here. They're like 150 new. But I'll always.
When did that happen? They used to be $90, and then they upped them to $139 here.
That's right. And you know what? I can get brand new platinum batteries for $99, which you can use on the Pro anyway.
Right.
But the Pro batteries are $149.
That's what I'm saying. Why did they raise the price?
I have no idea what they did there, man.
Do these Pro batteries have that heating function in them?
No, they don't.
Okay, so then I don't know why they would raise the price.
Yeah.
$40.
No, exactly right. But as I said, exactly the same battery for the Platinum for $99. But even then, as I said, I'll go out and I'll buy second-hand ones, because I can check the charges on them on the go for when I'm there. And generally, they're people who have got themselves a Mavic Pro, and they did what I did, except I got my drone back, but they haven't, and they've got stuff to sell.
Right. You'd be amazed at how many people buy this stuff and then get tired of it
within a month or so.
Yeah.
And
then they look quickly trying to recoup something.
Well, you know what? I think a lot of people don't realize, if you want to get into it and you want to do something with it, especially when you're buying something like a Pro or a Phantom or something like that, it's not a toy. It's got some serious gear on it,
right?
To do some great footage. And I think they don't realize that it does take a lot of travel, a lot of time, a lot of mucking around, a lot of experimenting to get the best thing out of it. Now, not a lot of wives are understanding when it comes to this. So the drone within a couple of months gets sold off. It's it does take a lot of time, and to just be something that you pull out of the cupboard every couple of months, that's a lot of money, man.
It's a waste.
It is an absolute waste. And if they don't look after the batteries and they put them away like 5% or whatever it is, it's just going to be a waste of time anyway.
You can't do that. DJI recommends once every 3 months running the batteries up and down, but I do it. If I haven't flown it, I do it monthly.
Yeah.
Like my Phantom 4, I rarely ever use it, and I've got 4 batteries for it, but I'll just run the Phantom 4 up and down to use the batteries up.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, I do that. I'll go out and I'll do my days flying, and they'll be down to about 15%, I guess, by the time I land them. When I get home, I'll fully charge them again, and then I'll hover it in the lounge and take them down to about 50, 55, something like that. And
What's
that's
the
when
lowest you've ever gone with your batteries? I mean, if you ask DJI, they say to go down to 0 to reset.
I have. Oh, okay. I have gone down to 0 on one of my Spark batteries. It wasn't intentional.
Right.
I got it back, but it was on 0. But at 0%, they've actually got around 10% left in them.
I just haven't got the nerve to do that, man. 5 to 10% is where I'm comfortable.
I did it accidentally one day, Jim. I was coming back from a flight. I pushed it too far away.
Yeah.
And it hit 0 just over an apple tree and dropped.
It did drop. What drone?
My Mavic Air.
Really? Well, see, I can't say anything about that, but I know that the Spark will fly at 0 for another 3 minutes, maybe, depending on what it's doing. Because it will have
seconds, but it went right down to the top of the tree and fell into the bushes. I had to go pick it up.
I see people who panic when it hits like 20-30% and they're really far away, and they'll put the thing in sport mode and start gunning it home. Like it's gonna get home faster. It's like, hey, you knucklehead, you're burning up your battery faster.
Yeah, big time.
I know.
Big time.
But it's the thing you want to do, right?
Tell me something, Hugh. Did it fall out of the sky or did it auto land?
No, it didn't auto land. It fell, not quite dead fall. Things were slowing down, but it was pretty quick. Like,
okay, but the motors were still going.
Hard to tell. Hard to tell. It was probably about 20 feet up at the time, so not too high, and it was over. There were trees everywhere. This was in the spring, so lots of branches, not many leaves. But anyway, I definitely won't do that again.
Yeah, no, that's something. That's something I don't intend to do again either.
No, it was totally accidental.
Yeah,
I was filming
one drone because I did something stupid. Flying it until it gets to 0% isn't going to be another one. So
yeah. Well, I mean, in my defense, it was at like 20%, but I was over. We have a solar farm just over the field from where I am, and I just left it too long. And then by the time I got back, it just wasn't quite enough juice to get home. So
right.
Anyway,
well, I mean, it happens. Look at Bump. Look what happened to him.
Yeah.
He thought he had plenty of battery, and then when he realized he didn't, it was.
Well, I bumped up my low battery warning to 30% now, especially when I'm flying over water. I don't mess around.
Yeah, I don't
back to 30% now.
That's
my
how
Spark's at 30.
The only time I lower that is when it's right around me. I'll keep it at 30%.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just hovering and filming right above you,
right.
Right. Yeah.
Rodney, what's the lowest you've taken your batteries down to? On a normal basis, I mean, when you guys are resetting your batteries.
15%.
15, yeah. So you're pretty much.
I've pushed it that far, but usually when it starts giving me a low voltage warning is when I come in for a landing.
I just can't get comfortable. Like I said, 5-8%, and then I'll have it just in front of me. And I'm purposely trying to get it to go. Of course, when it hits 10%, it's trying to land anyway.
That's right, yeah.
And you're trying to use the stick to keep it in the air, yeah.
I got it down to 3% or 4% a few weeks ago when I was flying over water, and that was another sphincter puckering moment, let me tell you.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, just being stupid.
You must have had the left stick all the way up, trying to keep it up from not going in the water, huh?
It was a struggle. Well, I was at least trying to land it on a beach somewhere because there was, some land away from where it was. So I tried to get it back over ground so that if it crashed, at least I'd be able to go pick it up.
Right.
But at least I got it back.
I'd like to welcome Oz FPV Flyer to the stream or to the chat. He popped in. If the name's any indication, he's a fellow
Another Aussie
as well. Another Aussie.
Another Aussie, eh?
Jim Crennan.
Jim Crennan.
Jim Crennan just came in. Good morning, Jim. How you doing, brother?
How you going, Jim?
Actually, Oz FPV, he stuffed around one of my videos once. There was one of my videos I did it. I think it was Perlingbrook Falls, and he put David Attenborough's voice over it. It was hilarious.
Nice.
That'd be
I
cool.
think I remember that one.
Sorry.
So I think I remember that one.
Yeah. Oh, it was pretty funny. Yeah, he goes, "Here's the link." Oh, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was funny,
Here we have a wild beast.
Well, speaking of David Attenborough, there's a new. Well, it's not new. I think it's a few years old, but Netflix has this nature documentary series that he narrates. The camera work, the treatment work, mind blowing. I mean,
yeah.
He's a freak, isn't he?
What's that?
He's a freak.
They're great. They do like 5-part series. Like one will be on birds, one will be on the deserts, one will be on the ice. Yeah, I love
it.
it.
They use a spark for them actually.
David Attenborough has one of those voices you want to listen to forever.
Right.
You know.
And look how old he is, and he even goes into submarines underneath the water, and he even goes and goes up in the trees with the cables and whatnot. At his age, he's just a crazy man. He's just
look, it's same as one of those chairs that go up the stairways, mate. Nothing different really, except you're doing it with a tree.
Yeah, but he's still getting out there. Some people at his age barely can cross the lawn.
Yeah, you're not wrong, mate. Yeah, you're still getting out and about, eh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, mate.
How old is he now? 80s?
Yeah.
It'd have to be. Yeah. It'd have to be, mate. I wouldn't be surprised if he's getting close to 90.
He's done those series for many years now.
I hope he gets paid well for him because
it's not called nature, Hugh. What is that called?
He's 93. Holy crap!
Oh, is he really?
93?
It's all that fresh air, mate.
Hold on.
The mating dance of the wallaby is.
You know what really got me was I was thinking back to like, I don't know, Mutual of Omaha. Remember that wildlife?
Yeah. Oh, they always threw that poor bastard Bill. Let's see Bill wrestle a snake. Why don't you wrestle the damn thing?
Bill's better at it.
Who was that guy's name?
Our Planet is what it's called, the series.
Our Planet, yes.
Our Planet.
Yes.
Yeah. Great series. And they've done it twice now. They've upgraded it. Yeah. New and improved.
Oh. And if you actually look at the credits after that, they go, thanks to DJI for supplying the spark for all of our footage. That's how good it is, mate.
Well, if you look real hard, there's a thing that says, thanks, Jim, from Above and Beyond Drones.
I feel real hard
squint.
For that one, eh?
You got to squint to see it.
But can you imagine seeing wildlife like that as a kid? I mean, we saw stuff from way off. I mean, they're like right up to the friggin' lions as they're walking. I mean, it's just wow.
We got to ask the audience, who was the guy on Mutual of Omaha? Because the old dude was the one who did the narration, but the young guy was the one who had to go wrestle the gator. Now, here's Jim showing us the gator's teeth. Who the hell was that guy?
Let's see. Marlon Perkins was the older guy. Jim Fowler, maybe, the co-host?
Marlon Perkins, that's who it was.
That's the old guy.
Yeah. I keep saying Jim. I think it was Jim Fowler. That's about right.
Co-host. He's 87 now. God.
Fowler is?
87.
Well,
he died. I'm sorry, he died just a few weeks ago. May.
Oh.
Hey, Matt.
Sorry, mate. I've got Stud Muffin here. I can't find your channel.
I was about to tell you that.
Does it say Stud Muffin in the chat too?
I don't know, mate.
Matt's in stealth mode today.
I am.
Oh my God!
Secret.
I've given you. I told them.
I think it's your channel.
Stud Muffin, I can't find your channel. Oh my God!
Hey, Matt, can I put the link to your channel up there?
Yeah, dude. No worries.
I'm coming on next time as Big Peter.
I've already reserved that one.
I forget sometimes it's not
Okay,
as intimate as six of us.
Look. I'm going to have to make this a family-friendly channel if you
I
guys
think so.
start coming up with these names.
Do we don't have kids here, do we?
I won't tell you what my other name, my gaming name
My
is.
grandkids will come on.
I better not put my gaming name up. My gaming name is Mustn't Touch, and the other one is Glory Hole.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
The glory hole is a gold term. Is a gold painting term.
Is it?
Yeah.
Who keeps dinging?
I don't know what that dinging is.
You've leveled up, Rodney. Ding.
Oh, okay. Is that what that is? I've leveled
Yeah.
up. All right.
You're racking up points.
I must be up to 300 billion now.
Stud Muffin's name is Matt North.
Oh, God. I'm starting to regret that. I was just mucking around and it's still there. So, shit. I won't do that again, Rodney, promise.
Oh, no. I think it's funny.
I can't believe you were going to kick me as soon as I got on.
Well, when you first come on, I'm like, here's my first troll. And then I recognized the face. I'm like, huh? That's not.
Oh, that's funny.
Where's my hammer? There we go. Let's hammer that troll.
Oh,
What happened to my moderators? Get this troll out of here.
Horrible when your panel causes more trouble than your trolls.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So Peter,
gotta have a
you
laugh.
got the Tello and the Air, or the
No.
Spark?
Just a tello. That's all I've got.
The Tello. Okay.
Yep.
What have you tried any of those? Well, no, I know you just got the remote, right? Because you were using the phone.
Yeah,
It's very difficult on the phone because you're just like using your thumbs
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
trying to
You don't-
move like
You don't know
that.
where you have to keep on looking all the time to see where your thumbs are. So, yeah, but it's so much easier with a controller. Yeah, much
It's
easier.
like, and see, I like that controller because it'll hold your phone.
Yeah.
And that controller at the time I bought, it was out of stock, so I wound up getting the Steel Series Nimbus, or the Nimbus Steel Series, which was $50. It was even more expensive, but it doesn't have a phone holder.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there with an iPad in one hand while my daughter controls the Tello.
Yeah.
I got her the Tello EDU where it's got those pads. Then it can, when it sees the pads, it'll do what you tell it to do.
Okay. Haven't seen that.
Mike made a comment. He says, "I'm glad I was able to. I'm glad I could bring some comic relief."
Yeah, it was good.
When we was laughing about Matt's stud muffin.
So you got.
Yeah,
And
that's
we all
funny.
fell for it because you're putting his channel in there, and I'm saying his name. And
So you got down here too. I thought long and hard before I typed that.
Everybody talks about the Tello, but what about the Parrot Mambo? This thing is actually a heck of a lot of fun to fly.
Yeah.
Do
It's
tell.
virtually the same size, but it has a couple of different modes. This bank turning mode that's just so much fun.
Yeah, I read an article today where they said the Parrot have sort of pulled out of the
Yeah.
consumer drone market totally and just concentrating on the commercial stuff.
Yeah, I was disappointed to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, they said that you can't buy any of their drones from them, but there's still a few hanging around at some of the retailers that you can pick up. But yeah.
What was that, Hugh?
I like the one that Hugh had. It looks like it's in that shape of an X. But he's getting it right now.
Oh,
This one.
Holy moly! I haven't seen
It
that.
hovers and then turns and flies forward real fast.
That's a Parrot what?
The swing, and it uses the same battery as the Mambo, so you can switch them out.
Catch you
That looks
later,
like a heap
Ari.
of fun. Oh, Ari's going.
See you, Ari. Take care, buddy.
Hey, take care there, man.
Got to recuperate.
Yeah.
Have a good one, Ari. Thanks for coming by.
The only thing the Mambo and the Swing don't have is a very good camera. You can take 300. It's not even megapixels, is it? It's a very three megapixel downward photos, but that's it.
Okay.
So pretty much useless for just flying line of sight.
Now that Tello is 720p and it records directly to your device if you're using a phone or an iPad.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently there's a pretty good Wi-Fi signal to get good quality video out of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
From what I've seen, you need quite a lot of light too.
Yeah.
Like it gets very, very grainy if you try and video indoors.
What camera settings have they got? Anything?
720p, I think that's about it.
Yeah.
No,
well, what
are
do
you
they-
allowed to? Is like there any shutter or aperture or ISO settings you can play with?
It's got an EV setting, that's about it, I think. And
EV. Oh, yeah.
there's also a quality setting too. I think you can set it up to about 6 megabytes a second or something. That's all there is, I think. Yeah.
That's only a couple short of the Spark, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty.
All right, we got a couple people leaving the chat. Ari, of course, is leaving, and Golden Retro in movies. He's taking off. So I want to say goodbye to those guys. Thanks for stopping in.
See ya.
Stud muffin out.
Oh, fucking dropped my iPad.
Mike Kelly, I tell lies. The Parrot Mambo is only $54 on Amazon right now. That's a pretty
Wow.
good. There, I'll post a link. Wow.
So is that with an RC, mate, or is it on your? Can you get an RC for it? My controller.
Yes, you can buy a controller. It's separate though,
Yeah.
and it's a very good controller if you get it.
Just
Nice.
like
Well,
Tello
you
is
would.
separate.
Why wouldn't you?
Why would well? Because it's 122 with the controller. So
Yeah, that's
here's the
fine.
link with the controller.
Yeah, that's fine. As Peter can attest to now.
Because I bought the Swing. Actually, if you buy the Swing on sale for $49, it comes with a controller. Then buy the Mambo for $49 without the controller, because this controller works for both items.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Rick Albert's got one. Scott, here we go.
Is EB still selling that thing that looked like a flying wing? I don't know why I thought that was a Parrot product.
Oh, it could be the Parrot Disco.
It is the Disco. Yeah.
Yeah, the disco.
I remember guys who were flying that off the Hawaiian Islands, trying to go from island to island. Was that Dustin or something?
Yeah, definitely Dustin. Yeah, it was. I watched that.
It was, and he did do it. Yeah.
He
Yeah,
put
what-
he wrote him in there.
But didn't one not come back?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then we're talking about the same guy.
He's
Yeah.
lost a few drones, but that dude flies hundreds of drones, right?
No. He's
He
got
does.
wallet.
That's
Wow.
that Dunstan Dunhill, isn't it? Also?
Dustin Dunn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Dustin
watched a few
Dunhill.
of his. I did actually watch that video. I think you're talking about, and he took it. He wasn't over the island very long. He just went along a little bit. I think there was a resort or something there. Turned it around and then he flew it back again. It did make it. This one. I haven't seen the one where he failed.
He was going to another island and back, and I think he had pre-programmed it, right, Hugh?
Yeah,
And
like 60
I think you're right.
didn't he, at one point?
it just never came back.
Yeah, there was a few flights, and he's recently been flying. I think the Parrot Disco again with some new mods. I haven't watched those videos yet, but I saw them come up on my feed.
But it sure
You-
went far enough away.
Yeah,
You awake, Trevor?
Yeah. What's up?
Nothing, mate. You just had your head down, look like waiting for a snore. He doesn't get much sleep, does he?
No, he fights it.
No, I'm not fighting sleep. No, I've had sleep today.
Hey, guys,
I had a couple hours sleep about 4 o'clock.
Oh, yep. That'll get you through to about 2 or 3.
yeah, we've been on about 2.5 hours now.
Holy mock, really?
Call this. I'm
Wow.
sure we all got some things we need to get done.
It's just approaching midnight here.
It's 12:15 here, so yeah, okay. I'm going to go try and digest this dinner.
Thanks for having us on, Rodney.
So it's been good having you all on here.
It's been nice, but not real nice.
Yeah. This been better. Yeah.
If I invite you next weekend. Anyway, guys, Trevor, Peter, Hugh, Stud Muffin, Jim, have a good day.
Oh,
For you in Australia, I guess the weekend is ending. So, you all have a great week.
all right, buddy. You too. See you guys.
Everybody in the chat, thanks
Guys.
for stopping in. Hope to see you back next week. And so, anyway, you all have a good one.
Been awesome.
See you,
Thanks,
See you all
guys.
later.
See you later, guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Matt. Bye, Peter. Bye, Trevor.
See you, buddy.
Have a good one.